the new slow video magazine show with your host, Christy Carter. And now, here's Christy.
Hey, I'm Christy Carter, and I am here with Emily Goddard in beautiful Los Osos, California. I find her fascinating because she is a mother of two, a wife, and a local entrepreneur. She also graduated from Cal Poly. She is amazing at balancing work, family, and you've become very successful in the last several years. And so tell me a little bit about your business. Thank you, Christy, so much for having me on your show. This is such a privilege. I actually grew up in Central California and came to Cal Poly to study horticulture and landscape design. And I actually married my childhood sweetheart shortly after college and ended up landing a job doing floral design for weddings here on the Central Coast, and I loved it. However, about 3.5 years in, we had our first baby and my whole world changed, and I just wanted a way to be able to be with her and be the primary caregiver for her, but I also needed to create a significant income stream really for our family to be able to live here. So I heard about this company called Arbonne through a really good friend, and at the time was really struggling with my skin as well, and learned that the company was all about pure ingredients, primarily botanical ones, and that it was just healthy inside and out. So I tried it out, fell in love, and then when I realized that I could actually create an income stream that was lucrative around my family's life, I had to try it, and that's been 3 years now. So what sets your product apart from other products? You know, that's a great question. It really comes down first and foremost to the ingredient standard. We actually, in Arbonne, choose to regulate according to the European Union standard of ingredients, which they've banned over 1,200 toxic chemicals from care products, nutrition products, you name it. Whereas in the US, the FDA has only banned about 12 when it comes to that sector of the industry. And so really being able to offer people something that's pure, safe, and beneficial, skin and internally, is what sets us apart.
Mm-hmm. Now, you told me your husband has had some health issues, and you've incorporated your work into your life.
He really is my why for doing this. At first it started with wanting to just have flexibility to be with my kids, but about 1.5 years into my business, I saw that, wow, this type of income could actually create a possibility for him to be a healthier person. And he actually has type 1 diabetes, which is an autoimmune disorder, and is insulin dependent and has to think about everything he consumes. And so not only were the products helpful for his health, but just realizing that if I could give him the freedom to have more time back in his life as well, he could actually take better care of his body and hopefully be around as long as possible. And I'm also working to start at some point a nonprofit because I really want to help find a cure for type 1 as well.
That's amazing. How do you find the time to balance your kids and your family and your job?
You know, it is a juggling act, I'll be real about that, but I love that I have the freedom to choose. So sometimes that's late at night. My husband and I are both night owls, but honestly, it can be here and there as I'm meeting people at the grocery store, at Starbucks coffee in line. You know, really what I get to do is build relationships with people and then offer them this amazing opportunity to transform either their health or in some cases their wealth too.
Okay. And what advice would you offer to a local entrepreneur on the Central Coast?
You know, I would just say, if you know your why, you can overcome any how. And when I realized that my kids and my husband's well-being were at what was driving me and motivating me, you know, everything else will work itself out. That no-quit attitude, and then plug into personal growth and development as much as you can, and be willing to be humble and learn from the people around you.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure getting to know you. We're very health conscious on the Central Coast, and I think there's a lot of interest in taking care of our bodies and the work that you do. It's invaluable. So thank you, and I am excited to try some of this skincare out.
Definitely, you're going to fall in love.